Hi everyone, I'm very honored to participate in such an amazing event and have a chance to speak in front of you today. So I'm not going to talk about any science-related topic, but rather I'm planning to share my experience of attending some events and also share some of the tips that I think are useful to apply for scholarships. I hope it will be useful and I hope it will encourage you to attend more events. So let me start by introducing myself. I'm Ergashev, an enthusiastic third-year student at the Cypriot International University of Tourism and Cultural Heritage. I also work as an English teacher and manager at educational school classification. And during my 3 years of study at this university, apart from my studies and job, I have also attended 16 international events, which include conferences, festivals, camps, and I have won several scholarships and partnerships for articles as well. So why do I attend international events? First of all, I have a passion. I really like becoming a part of international community. I really like debating, discussing global problems. I really like making new friends. So I have a passion, and I also have a passion to travel. Because when you travel, you meet people from different backgrounds, cultures, and you become open-minded. And of course, I travel a lot and they all are free because they are fully funded. If you win scholarship for events, the organizers are going to fund everything. And that one is also very beneficial because when you attend international events, it's very good for your CV. In the future, maybe you are planning to attend even more serious scholarships, or you are going to apply for master's degree in the USA. So they are great, and at least you have some certificate to upload on LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile. And I think networking is the most important benefit of attending events because you make more than 100 friends each time you attend an international event, and then you will stay in touch with them and of course help each other. So now I want to share some of my experience. So last year I attended Ibrat language camp. So the camp lasted for a week only, but it was very memorable, it was very useful. The camp was entirely in English. We had a chance to do networking events, to learn some new things. There were seminars, workshops, even sport competitions, so that was quite memorable. That's why I attended there twice, not only once as a participant and then as a coordinator. So there is also very good news that this camp is being organized again this year, 2 seasons, and they are currently accepting 500 participants. So you have a chance for each season, 250 participants. You have a chance to make 250 friends. So here I really want to ask one question from you. Can you raise your hands, those who have applied for this camp? Those who have applied. So that's great, and I think you should prepare for interview because this time is even more competitive. And this is very beneficial, and you will really like that. You should, now, first stage of application process has passed. Now you should prepare for interview. Then even new season, which will be about IT later on. That's also great news. Then here's another benefit of networking. My friends shared some scholarships with me. My friends whom I became friends in Ibrat language camp, and I applied for some festivals. And I got accepted. I won scholarship to festival in Kazan, youth festival. It was international. It was my first international flight. I really liked it. I made 100 new friends from different parts of the world, like from Lebanon, from Turkey. I made 100 new friends. So this year, the same organization is organizing Russia Open Youth Forum. This is also fully funded, and application deadline, unfortunately, was May 20. And anyone who applied, can you raise your hands? Who applied for this? Only one person. You should apply for these events because they are less competitive. Like they only accept, let's say, like Central Asian countries or OIC member countries, so they're less competitive and you have greater chance. So then I attended climate change conference in Kyrgyzstan. I have recently attended it. I really liked that event as well. I was in the Osh city. Still, they are organizing this month new festival, new conference. It's about logistics. So if you're studying logistics, I hope you have applied. And if you haven't applied, you shouldn't worry because there are so many other events yet to come. If you follow some Telegram channels. So There are also, yet I'm very lazy, I'm very busy, so I apply only some small events, small conference, small camps. If you are really hardworking, if you have much time, you can apply for more serious scholarships, like most of you know about UGRAD. If you win UGRAD scholarship, you will have a chance to study one semester, one full semester in the USA, and US Embassy is going to fund everything, your transportation, even your clothes, food, everything. And you will come back and continue studies here in Silk Road University. There is also Jakarta Scholarship, which gives 100 euros each month, and also invites you to some events in Japan for free. Most of you know about Fulbright, but it's very competitive. It's for master's degree. Then there are Erasmus, DAN, and Max scholarships you can win. Copernicus Berlin is currently accepting applicants. This is a chance to spend 6 months in Germany. It's exchange. You can just apply from the Silk Road University and go to Germany and study 6 months for free. Annual limit scholarships are also useful because they are allocating 180 quotas for master's degree. So how you should apply? First of all, of course, as I mentioned, you should have kind of passion. You shouldn't, if you are interested in art, apply the festivals, conference about art. If you are interested in climate change, let's say, apply to climate change. So then you should read the requirements very carefully because there are so many events, and if you are not eligible, you should just skip and see another event. Then you should also see how competitive is that event. If they are accepting applicants from all over the world, then it means that it is very competitive, and you should start the application process 2 or 3 months earlier. If it's like for only Central Asian students, like Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, you can start 3 or 4 days early. That's what I mean. Then these days you should also have some attractive social media accounts because pay much attention that the events are also asking for links to your social media accounts. They want to see how are you an influencer or not. They really like leaders and influencers. Then you should write good motivation letter, and in your motivation letter you should show that you are a leader in your region, in your community. I mean show, not tell. You cannot tell that I am a leader, I am good, I am very intelligent. You should show with a story. Then you should do research, of course, and see what those organizations who are organizing the conferences value most and what they expect. If they expect some students and if they want to share their opinions about climate change, then you can apply. If they are, for example, expecting experts, then you may think deeply because if you are not expert, you cannot apply. So when it comes to motivation, it's very important. There is no exact formula. You should just stand out from thousands of applications. First, you should study yourself and list your skills, your experience. Then you should tell them, but don't tell directly, tell a good story. For example, instead of saying, I have attended 16 international conference, I am very good at public speaking, I'm good at English, I want to solve climate change. Instead of that, I can say, I was working with my grandfather in Horizon region, which is very close to Aral Sea, and then I felt toxic and salt-rich air, and I asked for my grandfather the reason of that. My grandfather used to explain how Aral Sea had effect on climate change and how it had caused, for example, serious health problems. So having attended 16 international conferences, I am now even more concerned about climate change. This is a story that's even more memorable. Then you should start the process much early. If it's a serious process, even start 2 or 3 months early, check them several times, change them, and also ask your teachers to check as well. Then you should make your application easy because the organizers are going to check thousands of applications and use vocabulary, most adjectives that convey feelings. Why doing research is important? Because when you do research, you read articles, you get ideas, and you also get expression. For example, I use salt-rich area, toxic area. If you use those expressions, ideas, the organizers may know that you know something about the topic and you're serious about the topic, and they're going to accept you. You should also make introduction and conclusion very memorable. How you can use it? For example, you can start with a hook. How? Instead of saying, for example, let's say you are applying for the Masters of, let's say, Library Science, and instead of saying, I am very good at, I really like library, I have 5,000 books at home, every day I read books. Instead of this, you can tell a story, this hook. For example, you say, I remember I was 11 years old, my great aunt passed away, and he left me with something that changed my life, a library of 5,000 books. I have spent some of my best days arranging and reading those books, and from that time I have always been interested in library science. So this is more memorable because this is a story. You should also show your knowledge, as I mentioned, by doing research. For example, for climate change, I may say RRC regulates the climate by weakening the winds in winter and cooling the air in summer. Such kind of ideas you can get by doing research. You should also show that you are well trained when you attend a conference, when you attend an event. The organizers should be sure that you will not just go, sit and come back. You will be active. You will talk. You can talk. So for that, your previous experience help you a lot. And you should also show that you are ready for cooperation. Why? Because they want to share their knowledge. For example, you should, at the end of your motivation letter, you should say that once you come back to Uzbekistan, you will do some projects. If you're teachers, that's even better because you can share those knowledge with your students. So they want you to share, they want you to cooperate. For example, even for master's degree, for example, you apply for master's degree, you did research, and you found out that the university you're applying for is currently working on solar power. So at the end of the application letter, you say that I have a project in solar power, I want to cooperate with you, and I want to cooperate when I come back to Uzbekistan, I want to cooperate with the USA. So they really want applicants who will not just go back, will stay in touch and do cooperation. And this is also very important. You should analyze the applications of successful applicants, the motivation letters. You can find them on internet, or if you join my Telegram channel, I may also share. There are so many books, like some 50 Harvard applications of successful applicants, and so on. So many books. Currently available scholarships. Unfortunately, most of the easy scholarships deadline was May 20. But more easy scholarships will come, yet to come. So these are now accepting applications. Copernicus Berlin, it's very competitive. You can spend 6 months in Germany. You can still apply. You can apply for funded summer school in Kyrgyzstan, in Bishkek. It's also fully funded. I mean, they're going to give a scholarship. Third one is not fully funded. You can spend 4 weeks. The program costs $2,000, but if you get scholarship, it will be free, but you should cover your air travel yourself. Then there's fully funded scholarship in Turkey, but this is for last year students only. And last one, everyone can apply. It's fully funded summer school in Bucharest. The deadline is June 2, so any of you can apply for this and spend your summer there. Here are some links. These are just examples. There are so many Telegram channels and websites where you can not only see the new events, but also you can search. For example, if you're interested in tourism, if you have some articles in tourism, you can just search by keywords from this website, especially oyo.com. If you're into this, there is a search button. You can search opportunities for. It has got a website and Telegram, Granda Uz and Granda Strategy, the same in Uzbek, Oligo Uz. Diversity study abroad is also like enables you to search. Even though when your chance are for events, if you want to attend some webinars, MUN conferences, online events about IT business, you should be part of Event Go and your chance. They're also very active. Of course, they are also becoming very active these days, organizing a lot of events. Every Community Foundation has also a special website and Telegram. I think you should. And last one, of course, is my own channel. I will just upload some scholarships which are suitable for university students, undergraduate students, as I am an undergraduate student. So I hope it was useful, and I hope I didn't take much of your time. Thank you so much.